Hello everyone. My name is Alompuy Kolni and I am a student from Mizoram University studying MBA second semester. So in this video, we are going to learn about the research onion. So the research onion was developed by Saunders et al. In 2007 in order to describe the stages through which the researcher must pass when formulating an effective methodology. Here we see a diagram of research onion showing all the details of what a research onion is, which will further be explained in this video. First, the research philosophy requires definition. This creates the starting point for the appropriate research approach, which is adopted in the second step. In the third step, the research strategy is adopted, and the fourth layer identifies the time horizon. The fifth step represents the stage at which the data collection methodology is identified. So, the benefits of the research onion are thus that it creates a series of stages under which the different methods of data collection can be understood, and illustrates the steps by which a methodology study can be described. Under research philosophy, there are four types. They are positivism, realism, interpretivism, pragmatism. Firstly, positivism. Positivism comes up with the research questions and hypotheses that you can test. With positivism, you can find the explanations measuring the accepted knowledge of the world. An example of it is the law of gravity. It is a type of body of research that other researchers can also take to find the same outcome. Here, you can give importance to get the quantitative results. It may lead you to statistical analysis. The next one is realism. Realism and positivism are quite similar. It says that social reality and you are not dependent on each other. It will not let them give biased results. However, realism says that scientific methods are improper. It separates the realism and positivism. In the research onion, realism says that you can revise every theory. It further explains that you cannot find the reality without continuous research. Realism says that you don't need to hesitate in using new methods of research. This way, realism allows you to use many types of research methods. It will help you to come up with a reliable outcome. The next one is interpretivism. Interpretivism helps you in interpreting how people participate in the social and cultural life. In other words, you can learn what people understand about their own and others' action. It can help you in understand the culture. Furthermore, you can also learn about the cultural existence and change through learning about the ideas and valuables. Some meanings may also prove helpful for you in the same. Pragmatism. Constructivism and objectivism are the ideal ways to conduct a research in the ways of pragmatism. You can also judge a topic from one or both viewpoints about the impact of the social actors. You can use these views to create a practical approach to research. It is essential in the research onion. You can use it to come up with the solution of the problems. The second layer of the research onion is research approaches. It has two layers, which are deductive and inductive. Deductive and inductive are the two terms that the second layer of the research onions includes. Here, previous levels may influence the decisions that you make on the current level. It is a must for you to discover your research aims and limitations. The first one is deductive. In the deductive method, your aim is to find the answer to the question that you have to start off the research. Your premier objective stays to come up with the yes or no answer in response to the research question. Your research questions may vary from statements to informed speculation. The second one is inductive. If you want to create your own theory, then you use the inductive method. So, this point in the research onion works in the opposite way of the deductive method. To put it technically, here you focus on the working title of the theory right from the start. Now, moving on to the third layer of the research onion, which is research strategies. It consists of experiment, survey, case study, action research, grounded theory, ethnography, and archival research. Experiment. We can find the experimental designs very scientific and complex in their structure. It may make it tough for others to replicate their research. Experimental designs test the causal effects of the phenomena on a group of people. It comprises the group of people who are not under the effects of the phenomena. The second one is survey. Survey strategy of the research onion is often linked with the deductive approach. It is one of the finest and economically research strategy. It allows you to gather data to answer the who, what, where, when, and how of your research. We can collect rich and reliable data through this method. Case study. A case study design helps you in doing a study on one or more people. You can use the same to do research on real life cases. It is a must for you to keep a check on the number of cases to come up with a clear conclusion. You should gather this type of data while studying a case. Take a look at the people's behavior, consider the settings, interview the people, and search the records. Action research. Action research is the method in the research onion that tries to find and solve a problem or an issue. An organization makes you part of it if they ask you to do a research for them. In other words, you and the organization work in collaboration on the topic. In the action research method, you can take the following process to do things: have an objective, find a diagnosis of the issues, and make the list of the actions to deal with the problems. Moving on to grounded theory, the grounded theory builds a theory after predicting and explaining the behavior with the use of the inductive methods. In this method, we can collect the data through observation. Next, we make predictions and theories with the use of this data. Finally, we test the predictions. Although this theory comes up with new theories, yet it is grounded. It is because of the existing theory and the literature on the topic. Ethnography. We can find the roots the ethnography in the anthropology. Anthropology is a study that allows you to study others in a detached way. But to research with the ethnography method, you have to stay in the community or situation. You may find this research method time consuming. It is because things can take time to change or get in your head. Archival research. It goes as the name suggests. In other words, you do research with the use of the archived documents and existing information. Archival research allows you to explore and explain the changes happening over a long span of time. You can also do a descriptive analysis of it, but it is possible that the information may have some fault. It may lead to your research not reaching anywhere. Moving on to the fourth layer of the research onion, the fourth layer is choices. It consists of monomethods, mixed methods, and multi-methods. The first one is monomethod. In monomethod, we gather only one type of information from qualitative and quantitative. You may have to do it due to the demands of the philosophy. Philosophical choices and use strategies may also demand it. We can also use this method to research on the opposing mixed methods. Next method in the fourth layer of the research onion is mixed method. It allows you to use both qualitative and quantitative methods for the study purposes. We can also use the same together as well as analyze the data. It is possible when you combine both these methods, you can offset the limits of these methods. Multi-method. Multi-method helps you in researching with the use of the qualitative as well as quantitative information. However, your focus stays on the one source only. This way, you analyze both types of data but with the same point of view. The fifth layer of the research onion is time horizons. Layer 5 of the research onion has two time horizon methods. First is cross-sectional that you can use to conduct a short time study. Another one is longitudinal that you cross-sectional. You can use qualitative and quantitative research in the cross-sectional method. It may help you in observing the behavior of a group of people or an aspect. We can also use the same. The next one is longitudinal. Longitudinal method also allows you to use qualitative and quantitative research methods, but you use this method to. Now moving on to the sixth layer of the research onion, which is techniques and procedures. Layer 6 of the research onion. Layer 6 of the research onion gives us a fine idea of the practicalities of data collection and analysis. Data collection and analysis. In this section of the research onion, we decide the questionnaire content and sample groups. You also give a thought to the questions you will ask in the interviews. Thank you for watching.